Dance can really communicate a feeling or an idea.
When I move, there's a real sense of being in a different place.
For me personally, it's very difficult not to dance, so I feel like I'm always moving.
Get Dancing came from the fact that we didn't have any dedicated dance development agency in Staffordshire, and we had very little community dance going on.
We want to make Staffordshire into a moving county. We basically want everybody to dance in Staffordshire, and we want them to enjoy moving, taking part from people from as wide a community as possible. Yeah, so it goes chick, chuck, jump, ram, elbow.
Well, today we've been given the chance to meet the other dance artists that are involved in the project and to work more with Filip.
3, 4, 5.
What we
6,
wanted to do is we wanted to find a really exciting choreographer that we could bring into Staffordshire to work with professional artists on the ground and to actually go out and start to develop and to deliver some community dance groups.
Down, up. I've got a very specific way of working, so I want to kind of pass that on, the way that I work, and then they're going to kind of use their own approach within my approach, so they kind of go into the community and then work with local people.
The fact that Filip and his method of working with communities and with dancers is so well renowned and so respected was certainly something that convinced us that he was the right person to approach in order to oversee this project.
And the exciting thing is that I feel like we've got 7 people who can really shift and really move, and I think when you teach dance, there's no better way than showing this through your own body.
For me, getting to grow as an artist and then giving like the young people that I teach, that's just a lovely thing. His ideas are very different, and I want to give the young people that I teach that sort of edge, giving them something like that.
The open workshops were set up really as a hook for the project. We took in Filip and some of the Retina dancers into some of the really great venues across Staffordshire, and we did an open call out, and they were open to anyone from 11 to 111.
We've come to the brew house in Burton to do a dance workshop with Filip.
At the moment, we are trying to get people involved into the project. So we did 2 workshops yesterday in Leek, and today in Burton we did 2 more. Yesterday we had a lot of people who had never danced before in their life, and today there were more people who had a bit of more experience. We're trying to do contemporary dance with them, which in my case, that means to use the whole body in an unlimited way.
Well, I normally do street dance, so it was good to kind of try some contemporary and do different moves and things like that.
Contemporary is not really my background of dancing, it's more like b-boying and like street dancing. But to dance with someone like this professional and that, it's like been basically an honour to do it, really.
I'm trying to kind of break them out of their comfort zones. So I'm just trying to challenge them basically, so they can make something that's kind of different.
Well, the dance artists were given a brief, and they were given the 7 Olympic and Paralympic themes to work along, which was quite a broad remit. Most of the dance artists actually worked with the groups in order to enable them to create their own material.
We've been looking at introducing some of the key elements about inspiring young people to dance and to think about the qualities that are needed in terms of sort of fulfilling their aspirations to go beyond what they think they can achieve.
It really made them think about their bodies, and I really liked to see how they responded to it. They all responded very positively to it.
For the children to be able to think for themselves, to be able to create their own movements, to be able to really be expressive and really be creative, it's a fantastic opportunity for them and they love it, they relish in it.
Here at Chesing Hay, it's about bringing them together and actually working in an after-school project and working in a very creative environment with them, so it's not necessarily about me leading the group all the time, it's me giving them tasks to actually pull their own creative ideas together as well. The last section is the idea of the passing on, which is what we did last week. So the last section is the idea of the passing on of the torch, so we need something, a big chunk of something in the middle.
The Olympic torch is made out of like 8,000 circles, so we thought we'd put input of the circles in.
This is about a collaboration between dance artists like myself and young people.
She lets you think of your own ideas and then she comes over and then works on that.
Well, we're sort of on land synchronised swimmers, so I think it's not a hugely serious piece, it's definitely a light-hearted theme.
We've worked on duets that we've kind of pieced together bit by bit, and Julia's choreographed sections as well.
Well, the majority of the choreography came out of some of the ideas of the class-based work, but also I know that Filip's idea was that there'd be some sort of thematic link to his material. So there's these moments that come in that have been developed. So there's echoes of his work flavoured throughout not only this group but the other groups that I've been working with as well, because I know that he wanted to have some sense of a thread that links all of them.
Looking up, there's a fire's burning, and then we just go over. So we go as low as we can, depending on what we can do.
Oak Deaton Day Centre is a group of older people from the age of 39 to 85 plus. It's been really fascinating because of the different age span. So all our movements are a mixture of what is something of us, so the real essence of us, the core of us, into the Olympics and where we are in 2012.
I've enjoyed everything about it, I have. Just nice to be able to dance, because I love dancing. And it's just nice to be able to do little movements and do again.
It's nice to be given the opportunity to do something like this as well. People who tend to be really quiet in other groups, they've really come out into this, you know.
It's a new lease of life, isn't it, really? You know what I mean? Just loved it. I don't need to finish it tonight.
So the idea really was to embed community dance practice into each of those areas so that we could actually create a legacy of the work, engage with people, and then to make sure that we try and make that sustainable by working with a range of partners. A lot of the district and borough events that we had, we very much linked up with events and festivals that were already happening. So it was a really nice way to link up with some of those Olympic celebrations and all to celebrate their own contribution to the Cultural Olympiad as well.
It feels like you've achieved something once you performed. You've worked all that effort and put all that effort into making that routine really tight and clean, and to perform it, it just feels amazing, and it's really a confidence boost, really. It just helps you feel more confident to go out and do more, so therefore it kind of encourages you to go further with it, really.
Each and every one of the dance artists that we chose came with quite a high level of experience of work that has been delivered in a community setting. What the Get Dancing project brought to the forefront was this space for them to be able to come together to work on a dance for camera piece. That took place at Staffordshire Castle, and on the day Filip came along and choreographed the dance artist in the space.
It was an absolutely amazing experience to work with Filip in that way, to work with such a choreographer of such esteem, to work with him, to be with him in the studio, but then also to work specifically with him as well, is really important.
For them to actually be part of an amazing dance for camera piece is certainly something that they can take away from this project, which is something that they've actually participated in and that they've performed in. Following those district and borough events, we'd always planned to have a big county sharing, a big county showcase. It was the first time that people had actually come together from all over the county to actually celebrate something really quite unique. It was great that we'd got all of that work to choose from.
We're at Staffordshire Castle and today is Get Dancing.
It was just a really, really great atmosphere, really great energy. The excitement from all of the participants that came along, to be on an outdoor stage, surrounded by those huge seating areas, was really exciting for all of them.
It's really fun to take part, and you know that it's like a big event, so to be part of it is, well, amazing.
It's kind of like a mini little festival, which is really nice atmosphere. There's areas where you can go and sit and watch dance films, live performances, take part in workshops. So there's a real sort of festival feel about the whole place.
And it was just really great to see all of that amazing choreography that had been taking place over the last year just come together in such a spectacular way. We also had professional performers as well. So we had Retina performing, we had Norfolk State Circus performing, we had Art Brazil, and we had some of the doll drummers come along from Sampad as well.
I think it's really good because it's just a different way of bringing people together. Young people especially, it's a really good opportunity for them. There's so many diverse groups of people here, which is another great thing about it.
Well, it's incredible to see this project that started 6 or 8 months ago, seeing today as like a culmination, how people have developed, how people have learned to dance.
It's the final product of actually so many months of very, very hard work, of working with all these different dance groups, that actually it's really like a proud moment for everybody actually, not just for us as dance artists, but I think for those people who are performing, there's a real sense of achievement here today.
It makes you feel joyful and happy because you're actually there on the stage, dancing basically.
There's some people who had never done any movement in their life, and suddenly 6 months later they're on a stage, they look almost like professional dancers.
We have been on this epic journey. What DanceConnected has done to inspire those people who took part in this project is that it's shown them that you can engage with dance in a meaningful way, and that you can create, be creative, and that is just such an empowering experience for people.
It's quite a lifetime experience. I just feel really happy doing it. It makes me feel really special to have taken part in this, and well, I think it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.